Hi everyone, this is Norris Tony coming back to you all with the video. I'm gonna read my book, Prayer. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. That's from the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 6. Here's the prayer. Perhaps we need to rethink our idea of what peace really is. God is always ready to give us true peace if we are willing to ask Him for it. But at peace with God, and He will defeat the worldly beast within. God's peace, God's peace is promised and proclaimed. Now I'm gonna read an article from MS or from what is it? What is this website? Okay, I'm about to get to it. From NBCnews.com. Sorry. The name of the article is Angel Reese pushes back after Jill Biden suggests inviting LSU and runner up Iowa to White House. When black women led folks start moving the goalposts and changing the rules, Rep. Cori Bush tweeted about Biden's suggestion. We understand being courteous, but don't do this. That's a picture of Angel Reese right there. Louisiana State University's Angel Reese had two words for Jill Biden after the First Lady suggested both the winners and the runners up of the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship visit the White House. A joke, a joke, Reese tweeted. Biden attended the game Sunday at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, where Reese and her team defeated the Iowa Hawkeyes 102 to 85. Biden congratulated both teams Monday during remarks to Colorado State lawmakers in Denver. Biden said the matchup was a great game and a product of the fight for a title. I don't know. I know that's a number, but I don't know how to say that number. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna keep it moving, which prohibits discrimination on the basis of sex at colleges, ushering generations of female athletes since 1972. She then spoke of inviting the two teams to the White House. I know we'll have the champions come to the White House. We always do. So we hope LSU will come. But you know, I'm going to tell Joe I think Iowa should come too. Bad idea. Because they played such a good game, she said. That ain't the point. The point is they lost. But long before there could be an awkward Rose Garden meeting between rivals LSU and Iowa, Hawkeyes coach Lisa Bluter took her team out of the White House running. I gratefully acknowledge the First Lady's sentiments, but a day at the White House should belong solely to the champion LSU and Coach Moki. Bluter said in a statement Tuesday afternoon, praising the Tigers and their Hall of Fame coach Kim Mulkey. We would welcome the First Lady and President to come to Iowa's house, Carver Hawkeye Arena, anytime. Although Iowa lost by 17 points, Biden may have been referencing Hawkeye Caitlin Clark's record breaking scoring. Clark, 21, scored the most points in a single NCAA basketball tournament, men or women's, with 191 points. She was also the first player to have back to back 40-point games in NCAA tournament history. LSU did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The First Lady's office did not immediately respond to a request for comment about her remarks. Vanessa V, because I don't know how to say her last name, but Vanessa V, the First Lady's press secretary, tweeted early Tuesday that Biden enjoyed the tournament and seeing the progress of female athletes. It was not immediately clear which teams will be invited to the White House. And here go a tweet from Vanessa V. Her comments in Colorado were intended to applaud the historic game and all women athletes. She looks forward to celebrating the LSU Tigers on their championship win at the White House. After Biden's remarks Monday, others tweeted sharing Reese's annoyance. Hey at Reese 10 Angel. I mean, okay, I could just. Okay, I mean absolutely zero disrespect to the First Lady, but you are 1000% correct. Sports commentator Stephen A. Smith tweeted, that is a bad suggestion. Runner ups don't get invited to the White House. Why are we trying to change it now? I completely agree with you, Angel. Rep. Corey Bush, Democrat in Missouri, asked in a tweet that the women of LSU, a prominently black team who defeated a prominently white team, get their moment to shine. When black women lead, folks start moving the goalpost and changing the rules. No, Iowa play. Now Iowa played a good game, but let the LSU players be celebrated as highly as other winning championship teams, Bush wrote. We understand being courteous, but don't do this. Reese Colbert, founder of Black Women Views Media, tweeted that LSU's treatment was a double standard. Now, since when did second place get invited to the White House with the champs? This is the kind of easy to crystallize example of double standards that pisses black people off. Don't do it, she wrote. Others called the invitation to Iowa a participation trophy and suggested that LSU would not have been invited had Iowa won. The double standard many pointed out appeared to be the second Reese has faced appeared to be the second Reese has faced since winning the championship Sunday. During the final game, Reese 20 made a gesture at Clark, which many were quick to call classless. The gesture in which Reese put her hand in front of her face and then pointed to her ring finger to imply that her team would win the game, mimicked a gesture Clark had made during a prior game. While Clark appeared to receive verbally no backlash, Reese was suggested the countless tweets about her demeanor. The word classless began trending Sunday following the game because of the influx of tweets. Many, including NBA stars Shaquille O'Neal and LeBron James, rushed to Reese's defense, calling the backlash hypocritical and racist. Okay, and that's the end of the article. That's true. I am so glad that they came to Angel Reese's defense. You know, because Caitlin Clark, she did that against South Carolina Friday when they beat South Carolina. So when Angel Reese does it in return, you know, because she's black, she gets criticized. I'm like, no, and I'm tired of the double standards that black women and black athletes all together get. It's like when a black person does something, does something or say something that people don't agree with or are comfortable with, they get criticized and disrespected the most. But when a Caucasian person does it does the same thing and they do it before, they get praised or either nothing is said or done about it. And I feel like if you was to hold Angel, try to hold her accountable for what she did, which I thought was nothing. I mean, she made a suggestion like this and held up her finger like this, point to her ring finger, talking about she's a champion. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's a little trash talk, but Caitlin Clark didn't even pay it, who's white, by the way. She didn't even pay that no attention at all. She was going to her team's bench. She was accepting defeat, with grace. So she didn't pay Angel no attention. So it's like for these people to call this girl classless, I mean, come on now. That's ridiculous. That's too much. The girl didn't do nothing wrong. She trash talk. She says she from Baltimore, so when it comes to playing basketball, men do it all the time. They trash talk each other, during basketball and football and baseball games. So when a woman does it, a young woman does it, a black woman, she gets criticized, and I think that's unnecessary. Because Caucasian, it's some Caucasian women that do basketball players that do the same thing, and it gets overlooked. So that's why I said if you're going to hold black people accountable for their actions and their behavior, I think that it's time to hold, the Caucasian people, Caucasians, hold them responsible for what they do as well. Give them the same treatment that we get and throw this double standard thing away. But like I said, I'm on Angel's side when it comes to that. And then Jill Biden, come on, First Lady. You ain't never had a runner up team come to the White House and have a special visiting day along with the champions in no sport. That ain't never happened. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, Iowa did play a great game and they played a great tournament, but come on now. LSU, that's the first time they ever won a national championship, a basketball national championship, men or women's, college basketball. So I congratulate them. I salute them, for winning that national championship on Sunday. And Angel Reese is one of my favorite female basketball players. I like her game and I like her swagger. And I just think she's very confident. And I like the way she plays basketball. And she seemed to have a great personality too. But Jill Biden, don't be, if it ain't broken, if something not broke, or if it don't need to be, dang, what is that saying? I can't think of it right now, but that's what I want to say. It's like if it ain't broken, don't try to fix it. Don't fix something that's not broke. You know, because it's like LSU deserves that day for themselves. They deserve to have that celebration as a national champion. They scored 102 points in the championship game. That's never been done in a women's college basketball game, especially our championship game. And then that's a black team. You know what I'm saying? They won that championship for the first time ever in their school history. So, like I said, they deserve that private celebration. The players and their families and the head coach, the coaching staff, everybody that's a part of that LSU program, basketball program, including, like I said, the families of the players. They deserve to have that special day to be celebrated. They deserve that celebration, because they kicked Iowa's butt. They were the better team that day. So, like I said, give them their props and give them their respect. So like I said, you trying to invite the losing team to celebrate with the winning team, that's an insult. And I'm glad that Iowa's head coach declined that invitation because it's like, don't take away somebody else's moment. Like, why would you want to take away LSU's moment? They deserve that moment to be celebrated and, and not only to be celebrated, but they deserve their accomplishment to be celebrated and what they done to be celebrated. Because they made history and quite a bit of history at that. So, like I said, they deserve to share all that success and history alone. They deserve that visit, that private visit to the White House. They deserve that celebration. So, how dare you invite the losing team there, girl? What's wrong with you? I mean, I enjoyed the tournament as much as you did, but you don't do that. You don't cramp somebody's style like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't mess up somebody's joy like that. Absolutely not. So that was an insult for her to do that. But like I said, I mean, I know she want to be nice and invite the Iowa players, but that wasn't necessary. That was not necessary at all. I felt like the invitation should have just been for LSU and they players, and like you don't want to diminish what somebody else's accomplishments and success. And Caitlin Clark, she deserved to win that National Player of the Year because she was the best women's college basketball player all season. So she deserved that. It's just that she didn't have enough backup and help against LSU. She didn't have enough help against LSU to win that game. So, like I said, hats off to Caitlin Clark for being a great player that she is. But like I said, LSU, at the end of the day, LSU won the game and they won by 17 points. They kicked ass and they took names. So, like I said, put some respect on LSU. Put some respect on Louisiana State University, they players and a Hall of Fame coach, Kim Mulkey. So, like I said, Jill Biden, please don't do that again. Please don't invite the runner-up team to celebrate at the White House with the national or with a championship team. Don't do with the champs. Don't do that. That's an insult to injury. It has never been done, so it don't need to be done now. Let LSU have their celebration. Let them have it. But anyway, that's all I have to say. I hope you all like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you care. Oh, and I want to say LSU ended the season 34. They won 34 games and only lost 2 games. So like I said, that's a great season, a phenomenal season. They only lost 2 games out of 36. 34-2 was their record. So they did a superb job. So, like I said, they deserve that private celebration in the White House. So, like I said, Jill, stop talking. Get ready to set that White House up for LSU and embrace them. And like I said, Angel Reese, if she don't come, that's her decision. But I think she should come. Because, like I said, you will be the only team there because Iowa won't be coming. But anyway, I hope you all like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like. Thanks for watching, and you all have a good night. Peace.